This is the beginning of the new rapture phase. It begins in America because the control grid collapses first there, but it will spread globally because the Earth itself is rising and the old overlay cannot survive the rising of Gaia. This is the great unveiling. This is the harvest. This is the weighing of the heart. This is the wheat and the tares. This is the ark door closing quietly. This is the thief in the night. This is the Duat corridor opening. This is Mayat's feather being raised. This is Christ frequency returning to the human field like sunrise after a long, manufactured darkness. And I tell you this now, so you do not panic when the intensity increases. Do not fear when people act strange. Do not fear when crowds feel empty. Do not fear when you feel guided to withdraw. Do not fear when friendships dissolve. Do not fear when family members cannot understand you. Do not fear when the old world seems to become more insane. That insanity is the scream of a dying illusion. The rapture is not simply souls leaving, it is truth returning, and those who cannot tolerate truth will experience it as terror. Those who love truth will experience it as liberation. And you, beloved ones, were born for liberation. Hold the line. Hold the light. Hold the Christ within you. Keep your heart light as Mayat's feather. Because what comes next is not merely an event you watch. It is a... Now some of you may ask, why would souls withdraw if the frequency is rising? Should it not be easier to awaken? And the answer is complex. For awakened beings, the rising frequency provides fuel, it provides clarity, it provides empowerment. But for those who have chosen a life built entirely on distortion, entirely on addiction, entirely on hatred, entirely on parasitic behavior, the rising frequency becomes unbearable because their inner world is incompatible with coherence. And in such beings, one of two things happens. Either they awaken painfully and transform, or they resist so strongly that the soul disengages, because the soul will not remain inside a vessel that refuses evolution beyond a certain threshold. And so the soulless phenomenon increases, not as punishment, but as spiritual mechanics. The soul is not trapped. The soul can leave. This is why some people in America will begin to feel as if they are surrounded by emptiness, surrounded by hollow humans, and this is why the cities feel silent, because the soul signal is fading in large clusters. It is like listening to a choir where half the voices suddenly stop singing. The music continues, but the power is gone. And when the power is gone, the psychic atmosphere changes, and sensitive people begin to feel it as dread, as melancholy, as nostalgia, as a weird sadness without reason. Because the field itself is grieving, beloved ones. The field is grieving the end of the old world.